How are we doing, everyone? Sammy from United People's TV. As you can see, I've got Milad on loan from Football Daily. We're here to talk about the loan spell of Andreas Pereira. It's been confirmed by Jose Mourinho and the Spanish club that he's joining Granada on loan. What do you reckon?
I'm not the biggest fan of this move, to be honest. The boy needs some gameplay. He's unbelievable on the ball. He's obviously very highly rated in the reserves.
Yeah.
Highly rated by the fans. They've seen him, they love him. Every time I watched him, he's incredible on the ball. He's a bit like Coutinho. He's a bit like our own Coutinho kind of thing. A bit more consistent. But he's going to Granada. I'm not the biggest fan of this move because the Spanish La Liga is not really the same league as Premiership. Premiership is tough. La Liga is a bit more... it's a bit more soft, if that makes sense.
Do you not think it can help him technically get better, or do you think it's just a bad loan spell?
I think technically he's unbelievable as it is already. I think he needs a bit more. He needs a bit more brutal, and he can only get that from a loan in another Premier League side. I would have loved him for him to gone to Hull City, someone like that.
Yeah.
They need players. We need to get rid of him. He needs some game time. So it kind of made sense. But yeah, it's a loan move.
Yeah, but exactly what you're saying about Hull there. I find it really odd that you've got Mike Phelan, ex-United assistant manager. Obviously, Steve Bruce has left there now, but they're dying out. They're crying out for players. Not dying, they're crying. And we've got tons of players. We've got Borthwick Jackson. We've got Wilson's gone. Varella's gone. And now Pereira's added to the pile. And if you look at Granada, they've got players this season alone. They've got players on loan from Roma, Chelsea, Udinese, Barcelona. I've even written it down. There's so many. I've had to actually write this down. Here we go. Roma, Chelsea, Arsenal, Udinese, Malaga, Barcelona, and Man United. And they've only just recently signed Sergi Samper, 21-year-old midfielder from Barcelona. He was their Barcelona B captain. So Pereira's going into a team that's going to have competition. It's just, for me, it screams of a deal which has just been pushed through. I think probably more from Pereira's side than from United. I think Pereira could have had the pick of the clubs. He is a cracking little player. And I think a lot of teams, including Hull, would have loved him on loan.
Yeah.
I just think we've only sent 4 players on loan to La Liga clubs in the last decade. You know, Hernandez went to Real Madrid before he was sold. We've got Varela, who went to Real Madrid's Castilla team, played under Zidane. And you had Henriquez went to Zaragoza, and so did Piqué back before he was sold.
Yeah.
It's not that many players, and to me, it's the sort of where you send players off and you don't really want to look at them that closely. If you really wanted to keep a close eye on him, it's the same as Januzaj going to Sunderland. I think that's a brilliant loan spell.
Yep.
But Pereira to Granada, I'm not too sure. I hope for all the world that it is a fantastic deal. We're just being pessimistic, and he has a cracking year in the Liga, comes back, and he cements his place in the team because he is a top quality player, and he's up there with Januzaj for me. I'm going to have them on the same level. I don't know whether you agree with that or not, but I just hope it's a good loan spot. I'm just a bit pessimistic.
Yeah, me too. I'm slightly disappointed, as you say. I'm slightly disappointed that he's gone because I like him to stay in the team. I think he would have made a little bit of difference towards the end of the season, especially in the UEFA Cup. I don't think many of the first team players are going to play in the UEFA Cup. I think he would have definitely had a role in there somewhere for the League Cup. But yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping it goes well for him, and I'm hoping Mourinho keeps a close eye on him, and he comes back next year, and then he goes straight into the first team because that's where he belongs, I think.
Yeah, you saw from his free kick against Ipswich last year.
Yeah,
that
it was great free kick.
The absolute bee's knees, and anybody who's watched the under-21s, there's certain players that just stand out. Like Januzaj did it, Pogba did it. We obviously got Pogba back now. Pereira was always head and shoulders above the players at under-21s level. He went through a period of being very inconsistent with his performances, but after making a couple of first-team appearances, he went back down to the under-21s, a much more rounded player. And fingers crossed this loan spell works out for him. We're rooting for you, Pereira. Hopefully it goes well. We'll keep track on his progress all year. Let me know your comments on the loan move below, whether you agree or not with both me and Milad that it is probably a bad loan spell on paper, but fingers crossed it works out. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to United People's TV, make sure you check out Football Daily over on Facebook and YouTube as well. We'll leave some links in the description, and we'll see you soon.
See you next time. Take care, bye.